As a third culture kid growing up in Germany and then moving to Singapore. Let's talk about why I started with YouTube. It's a Chinese brand that seems very popular. I'm just gonna leave the plastic on because I'm Asian. Okay, sorry, my grandma's getting a phone call. Don't take my advice. I hope I don't get hate for that. Oh my god, I'm really not a beauty YouTuber. Is this the beginning of an addiction? So not sure who needs to hear that. Let's continue before I start crying. Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Don't mind me looking at my phone. The reason why I'm checking my phone is because I'm controlling the camera setting from my phone. It's easier just because the screen is bigger, you know, so. Today I thought we could talk about why I started with YouTube while getting ready together, so let's go. Alright, I just put up my hair so I look less crazy. I'm actually currently not in Singapore. I took a few days off to visit my family in Guangzhou. I also filmed a few vlogs about that, so feel free to check those out. So let's start getting ready together. I put my mirror next to the camera, so if I look that way then you know I'm looking at the mirror. I took a week off because I just needed a longer break that is longer than just like 3-4 days. Also, the upcoming month is going to be super busy for my industry, hence I thought it would be the perfect timing to take a few days off. I thought what better way to recharge than to just come back and get fed by your whole family, not having to worry about anything and just enjoy the food and enjoy their company. So I feel like it takes my body a few days to unwind. If you're like under a lot of stress, then I think your body is not really used to not doing much, in the sense that I don't have schedules, I don't have plans really, I just go with the flow. I wake up, I do yoga, I go to the wet market with my aunt, we get some fresh groceries. Yeah, I just really enjoy this like slow paced life, and also whenever I'm back I feel like I'm in a different world, if that makes sense. Like it's so different from what I'm used to, like as a third culture kid growing up in Germany and then moving to Singapore, you know, like I've seen quite a lot, and also like since I lived in Korea for a year I have been in touch with the Asian culture. However, China always gives me a different type of feeling. But it feels familiar, so I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Let's talk about why I started with YouTube. So the reason I started with YouTube is because actually there are multiple reasons why I started with YouTube. So one of the reasons is that last month I just had a really rough time, and I was going through a roller coaster of emotions. So I thought I actually want to do something that sparks joy and distracts me from those thoughts. And since YouTube has been something that I've been wanting to start since I was 15, I was like, why not? I should just give it a shot. Another reason is that I always enjoyed vlogging, so the vlogs that you see on my channel are not the first ever vlogs that I filmed and edited, but they were the first that I uploaded. My friends know that I like vlogging and that I like to film whatever we experience and our adventures. So they're kind of used to me filming stuff. So that's a good thing, I guess. Technically, next step would be eyeshadow, but I'm kind of weird, so I like to start with bronzer first. I hit pan twice with this one. I always repurchase it when I go back to Korea. So I think it works really well with Asian skin, just because it's more on the warmer side. And I usually don't even use that much because I feel like it already works with a little bit. So usually I would go for this 3CE Style Nanda blush in City Mauve, but since I've been wanting to try out a new brand, so I will skip this one for today. When I was in Singapore 2 weeks ago, I was scrolling through Xiaohongshu, which is almost like an equivalent of TikTok. There you can also write blog posts and it's not just all about videos. Anyway, so when I was scrolling through Xiaohongshu, there was this brand that was that came up on my feed the whole time. The algorithm kept pushing for this one, which is called Judy Doll. So It's a Chinese brand that seems very popular, or like they're really pushing for it. So I saw this and wanted to try it out, so I asked my cousin to order it for me. The reason why I wanted to try it out is because usually I go for a more orange-brown type of shade. Yeah, sorry, it looks a bit worn, but you know, that's when you can tell that it's really good, that I'm using it a lot. It's also by Stylanda. It's the buttercream version, and yeah, I don't know what I do, but I always lose the lid, or like it always falls off. Anyways, let's not talk about that. So it looks like this, and it has a mirror that comes with it. However, I'm just gonna leave the plastic on because I'm Asian. You know, like how those Asian families always have like the plastic wrap around the remote control and they never get rid of it. Yeah, I'm one of those. So the reason why I wanted to start using this one is because it comes with a lot of very cute pink shades. Also because they have this one, and this one is supposed to be a blush as well. So I thought, like, since I travel so much, it would be easier for me to have less products with more use, I guess. Also, the thing about Asian makeup is that they are less pigmented, and I feel like that works better for my face type. So yeah, I was scrolling through TikTok. Okay, sorry, I'm referencing a bit too much of TikTok. They were saying that there are low visual light faces and high visual light faces, and I think essentially what it means is just that low visual weights, or was it lights? I forgot. Anyways, low visual weights, I think. Yeah. Okay, sorry, my grandma's getting a phone call. I just picked up the phone for my grandma because she's not home yet. No one else uses those phones anymore. It's really just for my grandma. Anyways, where did I stop? So yeah, I wanted to try out this one just because it's less pigmented, and I feel like with low visual weight faces it works better. I used to do very like heavy type of makeup, but okay, maybe not that heavy, but heavier when I was maybe in my teens. Now I enjoy like lighter makeup just because I feel like that complements my face better. Anyway, so this one comes with the brush. So the brush comes with one side that you can use for blending your eyeshadow, and the other one I guess you can use to apply eyeshadow, but I don't know, it feels a bit stiff, so I'm just gonna use my brushes. Okay, you know what? Actually, I think I'm gonna peel the sticker just because it's weird. Okay, never mind. I cannot peel it. Where do I start first? So usually I like to use the shade that I use to blend the eyeshadow with. I don't even know what to call it. I'm not a beauty YouTuber, so anyways, I just do whatever works for me. Don't take my advice. So I went in with this one. So let's see. Oh, it's actually quite pigmented. So it's more like on the pinkish shade. I don't know if you guys can see, but in real life, I guess, it works really well. It blends easily as well. After that, I go into the same shade usually, and then I use the same brush, and then I would just put it underneath my eye so that it blends in together, if that makes sense. Yeah, and then I make this face and then, you know, apply it. Let me try to use another shade which has a bit of shimmer in it, so I'm not sure what that will look like, but it's a bit flaky, so... Okay, I figured out I still need the mirror because the other one is too far away, so I'm just gonna peel it. Satisfying. Anyways. Yeah, much better. So I will just use this one to see whether that looks better. I'm gonna put it on, and it's quite pigmented. I'm kind of surprised. I think the palette retails for 55 RMB, which is quite affordable, I have to say. I'll put in the other currencies on the screen so that you guys know how much it is. So that's what it looks like so far, and usually I like to put on a bit of shimmer. What I usually do is I would use the same brush because I don't like to use so many products. Like, I just have the stuff that I need, and then That's all. I'm kind of a minimalist, if you want to put it that way. So I saw that people go in with the glitter shade over here, and so that's what I'm gonna do. It's pressed glitter, so I hope it's not gonna go everywhere. But yeah, I'm gonna dust it off. Oh, I forgot to talk about why I started with YouTube. Anyways, so, oh wow, it looks really pretty. I feel like a fairy. So yeah, one reason was because I felt like that situation last month really gave me the last push to start with YouTube, and it's been something that I've been wanting to do since I was 15. I just never had the guts to do it, and since I wanted to try something new, I was like, why not just try YouTube? That's the whole reason why I'm here. And also another reason is I had a lot of friends encouraging me to start a YouTube channel because somehow they feel like my profile could be interesting for some people, which I actually don't know why it's interesting, because to be honest, I live like a grandma and I really don't do much. I just really work and I don't know, get groceries, cook at home, and do some house chores. So that's what my life looks like. I do appreciate my friends that are supporting me. So girl, if you're watching this, you know who you are. Thanks for pushing me. You inspired me actually, and I think you should start a YouTube channel too. Yeah, the last reason is actually because I realized some people seem to be curious about what a single expat in their 20s would do on the weekends in Singapore. My colleagues always ask me like, hey, like what do you actually do on weekends? Have you found friends? How did you find friends? And what do you do? Like they're just really curious because like usually I guess like people wouldn't necessarily move to Singapore by themselves in their 20s. So usually it's people would probably move to countries where there's more happening for 20-something years old people. I hope I don't get hate for that. And my colleagues are all like in their 30s or almost 40s, and they are most likely married or have kids already. So yeah, hence I think they are curious about what I do. And then I was like, you know what, like since it seems like it's slightly interesting what I do, I was like, why don't I just vlog my life? And even if no one watches it, I still have memories from, you know, my life in Singapore, or like my adventures that I went on, because I really think that videos really show more than photos do. You get the vibe, it's more lively, and even if no one watches it, I know my mom watches this, so thank you, Mom. No matter if like I get viewers or not, it will still be a fun experience for me to document my life, and also I enjoy editing the footage. So I think regardless, it's a fun experience. Let's put it that way. So let's continue. So the glitter is really not that pigmented, it's really just glitter. So let's see if I will like that. I'll pat on some more glitter. Remember how I put like some eyeshadow underneath? So now I want to, I guess, like make it look more, like put more depth in it. Oh my god, I'm really not a beauty YouTuber. Anyway, so I just use this shade and then put it underneath. So the reason I'm using stippling motion is because I feel like there's less fall off, is that what you call it? Compared to when I would like, you know, like wipe it like that. Sorry, I can't talk when I do my makeup. It's just a weird thing that I cannot do. Anyways, so I see that they have another darker shade over here, so I'm going to use that one and put it like on the outer corner of my eye here, and just to give my eyes a bit more depth. Yeah, sorry for my German accent. So after that, I think we should be pretty much set. Oh my god, also like my lashes are going everywhere. I need to do my lash perm again. So I've been doing my own lash perm for like 2 years maybe. So ever since I got a lash kit back then when I lived in Korea, 2021 or 2022 I think, ever since then I've been doing my own lash perm, and people are always curious how I do it. So since I need to do it soon anyways, I wouldn't mind like filming parts of it, just because it seems like so scary to some people to do their own lash perm, which I get because like it's weird, and you have to be careful that the solution doesn't get into your eye, otherwise it burns. I know because it happened to me before. There was still some fall off, so I'm just gonna brush it away with my powder brush. Let's try the blush that they have in this pan. Let's see if it's pigmented. There might be some residue from my previous 3CE blush, but oops. Well, that's the real stuff. It's not staged. Okay, it's staged, but not that staged, you know. But it seems like it's giving off pretty good pigment. At least I can see it in real life. So, oh wow, maybe that was a bit too much. Oops. Now let's try to blend it. If not, then it will just look, I guess, cute, and I will look slightly alive. Anyway, so what I also like to do is that I like to put shimmer in my inner corners. However, I don't know if it works with this glitter because it's just glitter and it's not really pigmented. And so what I like to do is that I use, sorry, I'm looking for the cotton swab that I just put here somewhere, but you know, when you need it, it's gone. Okay, I found it. Anyway, so what I like to do is I usually just go in like this, dab, dab, dab. So, and then I just apply it here. Oh yeah, it works. It looks really cute. I think I really like this palette. I might get more. Is this the beginning of an addiction? I hope not. I'm just like very cautious because I don't want to get this stuff in my eye. Oh, I think my grandma's coming back. She will be like, what the heck are you doing in my room? 咁你而家開咗藥未啊？開咗啦。Okay. 有乜茶酒就哦。I told her that I will get ready quickly and then she can come back. Yeah, now since I live in Singapore, I'm much closer to Guangzhou compared to when I was living in Germany. Oh, okay, my grandma's coming. Anyway, I was saying that since I'm living in Singapore now, I'm much closer to Guangzhou than compared to when I was living in Germany, and so hence I want to use the chance to just come back more often to see her as well. I think I'm almost at my last step. Or no, this is actually the last step. So the last step would be putting on mascara on my very funky looking lashes. So I hope that's gonna work. I wanted to wait for my lash perm just because I didn't really have time before, and also, okay, to be honest, I was just lazy. It's just like a lot of effort to do your own lash perm. But then I'm like, I'm cheap, I want to do it myself. Anyway, so let me try to coat my lashes that are going left and right. I might also need to get a new mascara, so... Oh, before I forget, so another reason why I started with YouTube, which is actually the main reason, is because I was passionate about this for so long. Like, as I mentioned earlier, I've been wanting to do it since I was 15. So I guess like it seems like it's a passion of mine that I always wanted to try. And I think with everything in life, you know, you gotta be passionate about it to be consistent. Because like nothing works if you're not consistent. Or like, let's say it's more likely to work if you're consistent, because consistency in the end is what brings you very far. So not sure who needs to hear that. Maybe I'll need to hear that myself. But yeah, it's always a good reminder. So yeah, big sister talk over here. It's not just YouTube, but like in general, I think the things I have started doing were always out of passion. For example, the industry that I'm currently in, the job I'm doing, I was very passionate about that industry. So I gave it all, and then I moved to Singapore because of my passion and my consistency. And also, I have to say, I was very fortunate to get an opportunity in Singapore as a fresh grad. So I moved to Singapore right after my master's. Back then, everyone thought it's something very unlikely to happen, which I agree, it sounds a bit out of the blue. But I'm very grateful that I was given the opportunity to do so, because it has really taught me a lot. And yeah, I wouldn't be where I am today if it wouldn't be for that job. So the person that hired me, if you ever watch this vlog, thank you so much, but you know who you are, and you know that I will be forever grateful. So yeah, let's continue before I start crying. Just kidding, by the way. Yeah, I'm trying to rush because I know my grandma wants to rest, and she's like, girl, what the heck are you doing in my room? So I moved to Singapore by myself. My parents and my sister are still in Germany. So yeah, they're coming back, I think, next week. However, I don't have leave for that long, so I'm not sure if I should try to apply for more days off, but then I also need to get some stuff done. So maybe I'll just go to Hong Kong. From Hong Kong, I can access the company apps. However, I just saw my sister and my mom not too long ago. They came to visit me in Singapore, I think 2 weeks back. And yeah, I showed them around. It was not their first time in Singapore. So we really just spent some time and explored Bintan, which is an island that belongs to Indonesia, but it's very close to Singapore. It's like 1 hour ferry ride, so we thought, why not? It was actually quite spontaneous. I think this is the finished look. Also, like, I usually don't really put lipstick just because I like to eat, and I just can't be bothered putting on lipstick, so I usually just put like lip balm, and whatever is on my lip, I probably eat it while I have food. Anyway, so let's get changed and go out so that my grandma can also come back to her room. I realized that I never filmed an outro, so this is my first outro. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my vlog, my get ready with me. If you want to see more content, feel free to subscribe and like my video. And yeah, I shall see you next time. Or maybe the next vlog is gonna be what I'm doing after this, which is going on a solo date, so stay tuned.